What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel, and I got a little treat for you guys today. These are back in stock at Parallel Miner, and they're actually back on sale. They always do some sort of little sale, but I feel like this is probably competitive to what they've done like pre Bitcoin pump. So let's just flip on over here. Where we at? Where we at? So if you're looking for some power supplies, these are platinum rated server power supplies, and you get two 750 watt platinum rated power supplies. These are really, really good for powering GPUs and powering risers. You can power a motherboard with them, but you will need a Pico power adapter. What I typically do is I'll buy a cheap, like bronze, 400 to 600 watt power supply, and I'll power the motherboard and maybe one or two graphics cards with that. And then you can put one of these bad boys beside that and power, you know, a bunch of cards. And when I mean 750 watts, you can pull all the way up to 750 watts. These things do not have the same 80% rating that normal ATX power supplies do. They're actually their efficiency range, which I think there's a picture right here. You can push these bad boys all the way up to what they're rated for. Right at like this, these are over 90%. So yeah, 93, 94%. Pretty good stuff. Now, do I push them that hard? No, because the harder you push these, they have a little fan inside them, and that fan spools up and gets really, really loud. So definitely keeping these 750. It's two 750s. So if you limit both of the 750s to 5 or 600 watts continuous, they probably won't. I mean, they don't really make that much noise at that point. It's definitely once you start pushing them at the top range. But right now you can get them with two breakout boards, the little cheap ones, the X6Bs, and 8 6+2 pin PCIe cables for $56. That's 1,500 watts of platinum power supplies. And 8 cables, which you can split those cables. And on Parallel Miner, they actually have the good splitters in stock right now too. So these splitters split one line into 3 plugs. So then you could go on a card like this. You could run one line off your server power supply, and you could power the riser and the card. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, is that safe?" Blah blah blah. And yes, it is for most of the cards. I wouldn't use this for like 3090s or anything like that. But 3070s, 3060 Ti's, sub 200 watt cards, I wouldn't have any problem putting these bad boys on. I actually use these on a lot of my rigs. But your very, very power hungry cards, your 3080 Ti's, 3080s, 3090s, probably avoid these. But for everything else, you're good to go. So if you got this package right here and then got, say 8 of these, you're ready for 16 cards. Absolutely. They do have options where you can get more of the cables, so you don't have to split them. If you like that, you can get 16, bumps it up to $82. Still not a bad deal. That's $40 a piece for power supplies, cables, and everything. So I will put that link down below in the description. It is an affiliate link. I have been using Parallel Miner for a long time, and I'm still going to be using Parallel Miner. They do have some more stuff in stock. Not as good of a deal. They have some H110 Pros, but $269, that's a hard sell. Just because those boards used to be so cheap before the pump. If you need some more breakout boards, they got those bad boys back in stock, obviously. What else did I see here? They had some PDUs, 3080 for the wins for 1,700. That's ridiculous. Parallel Miner. I don't know what they're doing there. S9s for $500, ridiculous. H110 Pro BTC Power Kit. Yeah, I mean these power supplies right here, these double 750s, that deal is hard to beat. Let's see if they have anything else. Individual risers for $9. X11 breakout board. They have a special breakout board that you can actually run a motherboard off of too, but I don't know if those are in stock. Let me see. The ZSX, yeah, but then that also bumps the price up significantly. You can just buy another ATX power supply cheaper than going to that board. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the ZSX board. So you can run a 24 pin off of it, but I mean, for the $68, you can go on Amazon. Let's go to Amazon here and go to ATX PSU. And look at that, 500 watt, 80 plus rated, $37. You can run your motherboard, the CPU powers in off of that power supply, and probably get one card out of it at least. I purchased this 7 times. I've definitely used these power supplies in the past. 15,000 ratings, 4.6 out of 5 stars. Awesome, awesome. I'll actually put a link for these down below. So if you're needing power supplies for your rigs, this is some good options to be able to save a little bit of money but still supply some good, solid, reliable power. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helped. I know it's not like, you know, I guess I'm not showing you hands-on, but all my rigs and stuff are still powered down because I'm waiting on the electrician. That's happening tomorrow. But once I'm powering everything back up, I'd love to show you how I have everything set up, because I'm going to kind of take it apart and clean it a little bit and then re-plug in everything back together. So I'll show you, and typically almost all of my rigs have an ATX power supply, and then they'll have a server power supply providing power to the actual graphics cards. And it's worked out really, really well for me. Those server power supplies just, they hold up. They really do. They hold up for a good amount of time. So, yeah, there's a Pico power supply, $48. That plugs into a server power supply 6-pin and gives you a 24-pin out. But like I said, you can go to Amazon and get a whole ATX power supply cheaper and gives you more actual watts to run for your rigs. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that cost effectiveness. Oh, and for people that are wondering, how do you actually run a server power supply and a ATX power supply together? You don't need any fancy plugs or adapters or anything. So you always give power to the cards first, and then you give power to the motherboard. If you power up the motherboard first and then give power to the cards, the motherboard will go through post, power on self-test, post. And if it doesn't see those cards, they won't show up inside of the operating system 9 times out of 10. So if your server power supply is plugged into all your cards, you turn the server power supply on, then you go and turn the ATX power supply on, and then you power on your motherboard, and then boom. When it posts, it'll pick up all those cards, and hunky-dory, you're cooking with fire. Batman, you're ready to go, swinging from the rooftop. Spider-Man, everything. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helped you save a little bit of money and still mine safely on some reliable power supplies. Also, comment down below if you are using server power supplies. Please let me know. I want to see how many people out there are reaping the benefits of switching over to the server land. It's definitely not as pretty, but man, is it nice. So, thanks for watching, guys. Later.